Yuki definitely stole the show today. He's a joy to be around. He's a character.
He's full of energy. He's doing a lot more than dancing and winning those competitions. He's helped elevate the tone of our practice. He's got bubbling personality. I'm glad he was able to showcase that center court in front of the fans.
Picture this: a 5'8" guy from Japan steps onto an NBA court. The crowd's thinking, "Is this for real?" Then bam! Yuki Kawamura starts spinning around 7-footers like he's in a video game. LeBron's watching from the sidelines, his jaw on the floor. You know it's crazy when even the king can't believe his eyes. But that's just the beginning of Yuki's wild ride in his home debut. Want to see how this anime come-to-life story unfolds? For a short, overseas player like Yuki, the odds were stacked higher than Shaq in platform shoes. But man, did he bring the heat in Japan. Check out these stats: 20.9 points, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds per game. That's not just good, that's video game numbers. Now, you might be thinking, sure, but that's Japan. The NBA's a whole different beast. And you'd be right, it's like going from playing checkers to 3D chess while blindfolded. The pace is faster, the players are bigger, and the pressure? Off the charts. So how's a 5 or 8 guy from Japan gonna hang with these NBA giants? That's the million-dollar question everyone was asking. Would Yuki's lightning-quick moves translate to the big leagues? Could he weave through defenders twice his size without getting squashed like a bug on a windshield? Well, hold on to your hats, because Yuki's preseason performance just blew everyone's minds. In just 15 minutes per game, that's less time than it takes to order and eat a pizza, he was dishing out 4.2 assists and scoring 3.4 points. That might not sound earth-shattering, but think about it. He's a rookie, playing limited minutes, and he's already making waves. It's like he took all that doubt, rolled it up into a ball, and shot a 3-pointer with it. Swish! Yuki's not just surviving in the NBA, he's thriving. He's out there proving that heart and hustle can outweigh height any day of the week. But here's the thing, Yuki's impact goes way beyond the stats.
Memphis can tie or take the lead. No look! Edie ties it up with a power.
Eyes up the floor, watch this. Whoop. No look. All the big fellas do is just go up. Frustrating. Ball feet, though. I didn't see him turn the ball over the corner.
Kawamura has it. The C-Spark kick out. Here's Oni for 3. Oni to trigger it.
There's a little guy.
Kawamura dribbling.
He's right there. Little quick guy. I've been impressed with him.
This guy's not just changing the game, he's changing the whole vibe of the NBA. You won't believe what he's doing off the court. Remember that exchange student who became the coolest kid in school overnight? That's Yuki in the NBA. But he's not just winning games, he's winning hearts with some seriously unexpected skills. Ever seen a 5'8" point guard teach a 7-footer how to do the gritty? You're about to. Now picture your typical NBA locker room. It's all business, right? Guys are taping up, reviewing plays, getting in the zone. It's about as exciting as watching paint dry. But then Yuki walks in, and suddenly it's like someone cranked up the energy to 11. This guy's not content with just playing ball. He's on a mission to turn the Grizzlies into a mini United Nations. 1 minute, he's teaching Ja Morant how to say konnichiwa. And let me tell you, hearing Ja try to wrap his tongue around those syllables is comedy gold. The next, he's got Steven Adams attempting to count to 10 in Japanese. It's like watching a bear try to do ballet. Hilarious and oddly impressive at the same time. But here's where it gets really good. These Japanese lessons, they're leading to some of the funniest mix-ups you've ever seen. Imagine Desmond Bain thinking he's shouting "nice shot" across the court, but actually yelling "I love tofu." The look on his face when Yuki finally tells him what he's been saying? Priceless. It's turning every game into an impromptu comedy show. Just when you think Yuki can't possibly shake things up anymore, he pulls out his secret weapon, dance moves. We're not talking about a little shimmy after a 3-pointer. No, Yuki's taking it to a whole new level. Picture this. It's halftime, the team's heading back to the locker room, and suddenly Yuki breaks out into a full-on dance routine, right there at center court. And we're not talking about just any dance. Yuki busts out the gritty, that crazy dance that went viral a while back. Now, imagine a 5'8" Japanese point guard doing this in front of 18,000 screaming fans. The crowd goes from confused to amazed to absolutely losing their minds. Even the opposing team can't help but watch and laugh. By the time he's done, Yuki's not just won over the crowd, he's got the whole arena eating out of his hand. Fans who came to see basketball are leaving with a full-on entertainment experience. It's like Yuki's on a one-man mission to prove that the NBA isn't just about slam dunks and three-pointers. It's about bringing the fun back to the game. But don't let all this fool you. Yuki's not just here for the laughs and the dance moves. This guy's got some serious game, and he's about to show everyone that when it comes to basketball, size really doesn't matter. Yuki's been wowing fans and teammates, but there was one tough critic he still needed to impress: Coach Jenkins. Picture this, a 5'8" rookie walks into an NBA practice. Sounds like the start of a bad joke, right? But what happened next had Coach Jenkins rethinking everything he thought he knew about basketball. Let's be real, when Yuki first showed up, Coach Jenkins probably thought someone's little brother had snuck onto the court. I mean, can you blame him? In a league of giants, Yuki looks more like a mascot than a player. You could almost hear Jenkins thinking, what am I supposed to do with this guy? Use him as a human basketball? But Yuki wasn't about to let first impressions define him. Nah, this dude had something to prove, and the preseason was his chance to do it. The pressure was on, big time. It's like being the new kid at school, except instead of trying to fit in at lunch, you're trying to prove you belong in the NBA. No biggie, right? Here's where things get wild. Yuki didn't just show up to practice, he owned it. This guy's work ethic is off the charts. He's the first one in, last one out, probably sleeps in the gym kind of player. While other rookies are busy trying to figure out which end of the court is which, Yuki's out there running drills like his life depends on it. But it's not just about how hard he works, it's how he works. Yuki's got this attitude that's straight up contagious. He's always smiling, always encouraging his teammates, always ready to go one more round. It's like having a 5'8" bundle of pure energy bouncing around the court. And then came the preseason games. Now, usually rookies are just trying not to trip over their own feet. But Yuki, this dude led the team in assists. Let that sink in for a second. A rookie, in his first NBA preseason, dishing out dimes like he's been in the league for years. That's not just impressive, that's borderline ridiculous. So, how did Coach Jenkins react to all this? At first, he was probably waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, okay, when's this Cinderella story gonna end? But as the preseason went on, you could see Jenkins's skepticism turning into straight-up admiration. By the end of it all, Coach Jenkins was singing Yuki's praises like he was the second coming of Magic Johnson. He's full of energy, he's got a bubbling personality, Jenkins said, probably still pinching himself to make sure he wasn't dreaming. But here's the thing, impressing your coach in practice is one thing. Doing it when the lights are bright, the crowd's roaring, and LeBron freaking James is watching from the sidelines, that's a whole different ballgame. And that's exactly what Yuki was about to face in his home debut. The real test was just beginning. And let me tell you, what happened next had everyone, from the fans to the players to LeBron himself, picking their jaws up off the floor. So there you have it, folks. Yuki Kawamura isn't just playing basketball. He's rewriting the rulebook on what it means to be an NBA player. This 5'8" dynamo from Japan is proving that heart, hustle, and a whole lot of skill can take you further than pure height ever could. Yuki's journey is like something straight out of a sports movie, but it's happening right before our eyes. He's not just surviving in the NBA, he's thriving, turning heads, and making jaws drop, even LeBron's. Next time you're watching a Grizzlies game, keep your eyes peeled for number 00. Trust me, you won't be able to miss him. Yuki Kawamura is here to shake things up, and he's just getting started. This is one underdog story you don't want to miss.